You know something, I've never really grown to appreciate the beach because I've always felt whenever I've gone to the beach how cold the water is, and I'm like, I don't really like it. But here in Florida, I've gotten such an appreciation for the beach and how relaxing and peaceful it can be just listening to the sound of the waves. So, it can be. Did you guys see the sun rays there? Both coming down and coming up. Both up here and down there. That's just beautiful. There are times when the clouds make a prettier sunrise than no clouds at all. Welcome to Florida! Oh, it's raining so hard right now. There's even a chair here. This is the Suwannee River. Welcome back to the Florida Trail. We are Stick the Eagle, and we're doing a small piece of the Florida Trail with a special guest here today who is near the Florida Trail. Good morning.
What's up, guys?
Doing a piece of the Florida Trail, and we ran into...
You didn't run into me.
Yeah.
It's I suck at hiking, Master Splinter. Brian reached out to me, was in the area, invited him over to the house, and so said, let's go for a walk before you head out.
We check out the Suwannee River, and we're going to the shoals next.
The big shoals.
The
yes.
big shoals.
There's little shoals and there's big shoals. The big shoals are the only major rapids in all of Florida. It's a class 3 rapid on the Suwannee River. It's a very small section of the river, but it's beautiful right here near my house, 15 minutes away from my house. And so I figured I'd share that with Brian today.
Well, thank you for being so kind and inviting me out here on such short notice.
Yeah, absolutely. See how that clear spring water runs into the tannin brown water, and then how it mixes?
Oh yeah, look at that.
So that's the Bell Springs that it's coming out of. Invariably hot, and mosquitoes, ticks, other bugs. I mean, they're relentless out here.
Beautiful. The different scenery than I saw at the southern terminus a week or so ago.
This is that waterfall that we saw on the map.
It's a very pleasant morning. It's about 10 o'clock. We started out about 65 degrees. Very pleasant to hike in. A few bugs, but really anytime hiking on a national scenic trail like this can overlook those things.
It is 71 degrees.
71 degrees.
That's a big old spider. I'm not walking through that one. Hold on. Find me a stick.
Ooh.
He is right there in the thing.
Right on trail.
Yeah, we're not walking through that guy.
Why do these spiders build their webs on trail so much?
You can hear the rapids. You can hear over here, and you'll see a better shot of it. But
Okay. Just look at some of the rapids and the beach on the far side. Some solo stealth Florida site camping spots.
so there's the first like camping area right here. But the nicer one is on the other side. So last time I was here, the water was all the way up here because I literally swam in it right there. It was literally, I put my stuff down here and I got into the water right here. That's how far the river's down.
So the river's down feet.
Yes,
Like
literally.
6 feet.
Literally, I got into the water from right here.
Wow.
So the water is down that far because we haven't had much rain.
That would
That's a great
explain all
place
the
to get a
sand
shot
up
of the
there.
rapids. If you climb down there, you get a great shot of rapids. But you be really careful because those rocks are going to slippery. Set up right there.
Here's the campsite on the Florida Trail. It's a really nice tent site. Plenty of spots for tenting and water source right nearby.
That's you right here. I think the only way to traverse it would be to go down there. You might have to actually like walk off the bank. 'Cause I don't know if you can get over those rocks with a kayak right now.
The only class 3 rapids in Florida.
Yeah, fastest and highest rapids in Florida. There's the viewpoint across from the river for the. There's another park on the other side, and you can walk out to that viewpoint from there. But this is the Florida Trail side.
What a peaceful spot on the Florida Trail here. So glad we came out here. The plan had been to go to the Florida State High Point today. And that's where I was driving to last night. But then I realized that I was driving near where Master Splinter lives. And I told him, I told him I was thinking of him because I'm driving through. And he invited me to come to his house last night. So that was a little bit of trail magic there. So thank you so much for that, Master Splinter. And now we're hiking the Florida Trail together. Just a small day hike section, but enough to get a little piece of the nature. Love it out here. Feel so fortunate. It took me a few moments to get over the awe that I had for the kindness he showed me by just inviting me over the spur of the moment last night. Literally texted and he's like, come on over. And I'm like, really? Actually? This is all usually underwater. This is shaped by the water here. Underwater footage. Look at this elevation on the Florida Trail. Like the only elevation you see. So we just said that the Suwannee River section is the only section that really has the ups and downs because you're following a riverbank. And you know, when following riverbanks, whew, you do have those ups and downs.
For some reason they grow up out of the ground like that. It's called a cypress knee.
So this is the roots. This is that tree's roots.
Yes. And so you can see it like very clearly here because of this one's exposed by the bank, right? So you can actually see that the root comes down, and these are the knees off of the root.
Interesting that the roots grow upward like that.
Yeah, but see over here it's less visible because you have cypress knees here from an older, more mature cypress tree.
Yeah.
But the bank's not exposed, so that is actually a part of that tree.
I thought they were just like stumps of other trees, so thank you for that insight.
Yeah, so you have a younger cypress tree over there. You see the knees are really close to it. A more mature cypress tree right here. The roots have now spread out.
Farther out.
And then you'll see the knees coming up in all the different areas. But yeah, that's a part of the root system of that tree. The things you see on the Florida Trail.
Things you see on the Florida Trail. Oh, we just walked this. The snake wasn't there before.
I'm pretty sure that that is a rat snake. I'm gonna bother you, buddy. So that is one of the needed snakes out here that, you know, keeps your rodents and your mice and your stuff down. But yeah, that's a good size one. That's about a 3.5 footer.
Wow. Cool. Thanks for getting out of our way, Mr. Snake.
Yard. Not that one. That's a regular lizard. The fence lizard, he just went under the stump.
Ah.
That's your regular lizard there. The fence lizards are a lot fatter and they're gray and they kind of have like a more of a snake looking pattern on them. So they're really cool looking. We used to catch them as kids.
Well, there goes the Florida Trail. Northbound to Tallahassee, you're leaving it, you're back to the parking area. It was a really nice hike and really nice to meet up with Master Splinter again. So yeah, just embrace these moments, embrace whatever moments you can. You never know when these moments can happen, so you just cherish them. Like, you may not have a plan and you just make them happen.
You see these flowers right here? These actually have stinger needles on them. So, see those needles? So you would think that this is a little, that was a yellow fly that got you. But you see those needles on the stem?
Oh yeah, I do, yeah.
Yeah.
There's needles in the stem there.
Uh-huh. That thing will make you itch so bad if you touch it. So we call it a stinger needle. Stinger needle. So it's got a little flower on it, makes it look attractive. But if you touch that thing, it will make you itch for an hour.
We don't want that.
It'll give you a big old red rash spot and make you itch for, you know what I mean? Maybe a little game trail there, I don't know.
The Reds just had runners on second and third with one out, and the Braves got a strikeout and a ground out to end the inning. So it's 0-0 heading to the bottom of the first inning. Now we're going to try to find the stamp to validate our visit today.